It's just easy to ignore because it's on the other side of the world. We don't see it, we're not looking at it. Here you'd never see that.
There are 6.9 billion people on the planet. 2 billion people are connected to the internet. We are connected globally. Right now, we see it. Each month, more than 25 billion pieces of content are shared through the web. The media is affecting people all over the world. The thing is, it would take a person 1,000 years to watch all of the videos that are uploaded on YouTube alone. So what is it that people are looking at? People are connected through stories, and the media today has the power to show them. We have the opportunity to see.
And I just think if more people were aware that is the problem over there, it really does look like the TV commercials, I think people would be more interested in helping out. We were in the capital city of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and what I saw there just tore me apart. I mean, the kids that were handicapped, that they couldn't walk, they couldn't see, and they were just all begging on the streets. They were foraging through the garbage for food. They were just begging for food to stay alive, and there were so many of them. Every corner that you looked, there were kids, and nobody was taking care of them. People just walked by the streets and disregarded them like they were dogs. So many people over there have AIDS right now that they're dying by the millions, and of course they're leaving their children behind, and nobody's taking care of the kids. They're on their own.
It's like people would ask me, they said, why did you go over there to get kids? There's kids here that need you. And I said, but typically, our children don't die.
It just was very stark conditions. And we got to the orphanage, we came in, and I expected to see toys and children playing, and there was none of that. There was just about 15, 20 children sitting underneath the tree. And as we were sitting there, she brought 2 little babies that were just brand newborn babies and put in my arms, and they were just adorable, and I couldn't believe somebody would give them up for adoption. And she said, well, they weren't given up for adoption. She said they were found in the dump. People had just thrown them in the garbage with the trash.
I always kind of thought if we took our boys and put them in anybody's backyard here, and they were starving and dying, and you said, here, take them or they're going to die, I think they would.
I had an experience where a Good Samaritan woman had brought over 2 teenage boys that were about 14, 15 years of age and dropped them off at the American orphanage. And the American orphanage, the director said, we can't, those kids are not adoptable. Nobody's going to adopt 14, 15-year-old boys. So we had to bring them back. And I remember as we were driving back to the orphanage, they just started sobbing in the back of the cab because they knew they weren't going to be adopted. So watching all that was very difficult for me. It burns a hole in your heart when you see it. We were able to bring 2 boys back. The taxi drove up to the orphanage and the gates opened, and there were about 20 little kids standing there. And I was just scanning. And then I saw I threw in the front row off on the side. Standing there beaming from ear to ear, and it was so nice to get out and just get down and squeeze them and hug them and hold them.
But what happens is once you've decided on your children, then they have you put together a photo album of yourselves and little explanations. And then they give that to the kid and they tell that kid, you have a family.
I'll carry you home tonight.
It's been a good decision.